speak for itself. Grinding in silence, ain't nothing to tell. When we step on the court, we gon' bring it to light. And we stop and pop like we caught it a light. Stop asking what's wrong with me. You already know there's a dog in me. And there's no stopping my focus, man. Make sure all my people gon' ball with me. Yeah, I came to compete, I'm a dog with it. Yeah, I came to compete with my paws in it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Compete Mentality Podcast. Today is a bonus episode. Each and every week we release an episode on Wednesday and Friday, but you're getting one on a Thursday today. And my name's Jordan Delks. I'm a pro basketball trainer, mindset guru, CEO, and entrepreneur with Compete Training Academy. And I want to bring today you guys a lesson from training 4 elite players that I am super proud of. And I want to hop right into this. And I got my 4 players right here. I'm in my mindset office here in the barn. I do all my training out of a dairy barn transformed into a basketball barn in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, where I chased a dream. And I put my life savings into this barn with my wife, Courtney. And we do all our mindset and basketball training in these barns in north central Indiana. And I'm in my mindset office where we really do a lot of work with our athletes and our clients of digging deep to their mind, body, and spirit. And you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, to my top right here is Braden Smith of Purdue. To my bottom right is Markus Burton of Notre Dame. And to my left is Gillis of Purdue and Brooks Barnhizer of Northwestern. And I want to pull out lessons that I've learned from training each of those players that I've applied to my life and you can apply to your life to level up and apply the compete mentality to your life today. So the first player I want to talk about is Braden Smith. I'll never forget the first time that I've trained Braden Smith. Braden Smith was just selected All Big Ten, first team at Purdue University. And that first day he walked in to the barn in West Lafayette, this dude had a no-nonsense mentality. And he had just graduated. It was August, right before school was starting his freshman year. And this dude treated this workout like the Super Bowl. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, every drill, I thought this dude was going to run through a brick wall. And that's what I want to ask you, listener. Like, what are you willing to do to achieve your goals? And at a young age, like freshman in college, like, that dude had it. He was just Mr. Basketball in Indiana. And there's a reason for that, being 5'11", 6 foot, just tough as nails. And he treated it like it was the Super Bowl, that workout in a hot barn on a summer day. And another workout that I learned a big lesson from him, we were working on some technique. And in my line of work, it's called flow state, where you can just get to this like heightened dimension. And we were working on some technique on a shot, and at the very end of this workout, we were doing a drill that I call the gauntlet. And the gauntlet, you got to hit 2 in a row from 5 spots around the 3-point line. And you get 1 minute to do it. Well, Braden, he started off in the drill, and I think he missed his first couple, but then he ripped off, like, so 15, 20 seconds had gone by, and he knew that. And I saw him just like go to another level. Like, he just got locked in mentally, and he ripped off 10 3-pointers in a row, 2 from 5 spots to finish the drill. And he finished with like at 57 seconds, like 3 seconds to spare in the drill. And I just got like chills down my spine watching him complete that drill. Just like, I'm like, man, he did it. That's it, Braden. That's it, man. And that's what I learned from Braden Smith. The next guy I want to talk about is Markus Burton. Man, the first time I trained Markus, I believe he was a junior in high school. And my best friend, Tyler Layton, he's now the head coach of Jimtown. He was an assistant coach at Penn. And when Markus came in, like, this dude, it was after a workout or a practice or something like that he had at Penn High School. And he was coming in to get extra work. And I'm like, yo, this dude is coming in. He's going to be tired. I'm going to take it easy on him. And I remember like how hard that this guy went after already going through workouts and practice with his team. Like, he just wanted extra. So my question for you, listener, is what extra are you doing to get an edge on your competition? And another workout where I train Marcus also won Mr. Basketball in Indiana. And it was actually this workout right here in this picture if you're watching on YouTube. And this was a Saturday morning. It was early. And we were getting after it. I drove 2 hours up to train him in South Bend. And Marcus, I remember in that drill specifically, I asked him like, yo, there was a football game the night before, and it was early Saturday morning, and it was kind of starting off slow, the workout, and I was kind of like, man, like, what do you want out of this game? Because when I train you, I train the future version of yourself. I don't train like you now. You got to know where you're going. Like, I only want to train people that know where they're going. So I was like, Marcus, where are you going, man? And he's like, I was like, what do you want? What are some goals you have? And he's like, be leading scorer, win the conference. I'm like, yo, stop. Like, you're going to do that easy. Like, I call it a BSAG, big, scary, audacious goal. And he just looked at me with like these steel eyes, like, eye of the tiger, man. And he was like, I want to be Mr. Basketball. And I'm like, that's it. And I could tell, like, it even, like, it made him nervous to even say that out loud. And he's like, yeah. And he immediately started going in. He had a great class that he was in. And he started saying, yeah, but this dude and this dude and this dude. And, players in the North don't get love like indie players. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Forget that. All disrespect, forget all that. No disrespect. Forget all that. Forget those players. And Marcus, I said, you got to start acting like Mr. Basketball right now. You got to train like him. You got to eat like him. You got to sleep like him. You got to do everything that Mr. Basketball would do. And you got to believe as if it's already done. Mark 11:24 says, pray as if it's already done. And he started nodding at me. And I'm like, okay, this dude gets it. And if you followed Markus Burton's season that year at Penn High School, he started ripping off games of 40 points. And this dude took his team on his back and ended up winning Mr. Basketball, despite all odds, despite having a great class. Because this dude believed as if it was already done. Do you believe that it is done where you're going? That's my challenge to you, listener. What do you believe about yourself? This dude believed that he could do it, and he did it. But you can't have 1 ounce of doubt. This dude had no doubts that he was the man, that he was Mr. Basketball. That's what I learned from Markus Burton. I want to talk about Brooks Barnhizer right here. Lafayette native, Northwestern, Wildcats. He just earned third team All-Big Ten and on the all-defensive team. Brooks is one of the toughest dudes I've ever met. And I remember the first workout I trained him up in Evanston, Illinois. And I thought I was pushing him. I thought I was pushing him hard. And he was like, Coach, keep giving it to me. Keep giving it to me. Keep pushing me. And this dude went so hard, and the workout seemed like it lasted forever. I couldn't get this dude tired. He just kept going. And that's what I want to challenge you is how much pain are you willing to put yourself through? This dude could put himself through some serious pain. And I just kept giving him drills. We kept doing harder and harder drills, and he just kept eating it up and wanting more and more and more and more. No pain, no gain. How much pain are you willing to go through to level up? Romans 12:2 says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mindset. And when you go through the pain, that's how you grow your mindset. That's what I took away from Brooks Barnhizer. And finally, I want to talk about my man, Mason Gillis. Mason Gillis is the Mackey Arena single game record holder, 9 3-pointers, tied with my wife, Courtney. And Mason, he just received 6th Man of the Year in the Big Ten. Tremendous honor. I believe right now he's shooting 49% from 3. And I'm extremely proud of not only the work he puts in on the court, but the work he does in his mentality and on his heart and on his spirit. But he's another guy here that is when you look up the word toughness in the dictionary, you're going to see his face. And I'm telling you right now, you're not going to want to go in between the lines with Mason Gillis. He's going to out-physical you. He's going to out-tough you. He's going to outsmart you. And he is so mentally tough. And I love it on senior night, Coach Painter said he's one of the most maniacal workers I've ever seen. I love that word, maniacal. Like, that means different, like a maniac. Like, if you want the same results as everybody else, do what everybody else does. Like, with Mason, like, I've met him so early in the morning to work out. He's doing stuff different that nobody else does. If you want the same results as everyone else, do what everybody else does. And this guy here, he has a system and a schedule and a discipline unlike no other. And that's where I want to challenge you. Like, there are no shortcuts to leveling up your life. Do you have a system? Do you have a schedule? Are you maniacal? Where people are literally looking around at you like, dude, who is this guy? Who is this girl? That's my challenge to you, listener. It's time to compete. And I'm telling you right now, when you walk into the walls of this barn, what makes us different, what makes Courtney and I different in the way that we train, yes, skill sets are very important. And we're not minimizing that. And we believe in repping out the fundamentals of the game of basketball, but it is a mindset. And it is a soul set. And when you set the human spirit on fire, it's the most dangerous weapon in the world. And that's what we focus on here at Compete Training Academy, in the way we train our athletes and the way we train our mindset clients of all industries. So let me ask you to close this out. Is your soul set on fire? Like Braden Smith, Markus Burton, Mason Gillis, and Brooks Barnhizer. There are no shortcuts to success. There are no shortcuts to chasing your dreams. And God put a dream on your heart. I believe you were created for a purpose. And that you absolutely have to go live out. And God put that dream on your heart for two reasons. One, to have a faith journey with Him and learn to trust Him. And number two, to believe that you are actually worthy of your dream. And I know I'm speaking to somebody right now. Do you believe you're worthy of the dream that God's put on your heart? And I got to work on that myself. Self-worth. It's something that you got to work on each and every day. Mind, body, spirit. They're all attached. When one gets off, they're all off. I wanted to challenge you guys today. If this is your first time listening, thanks for joining me. If you're a faithful listener, you're family to me. I know if this impacted somebody, I'd appreciate it if you shared this with 1, 2, 10 people. Like, subscribe, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or on YouTube. And truly, it is the only way to go about life, to compete, to do what God calls you to do, even when it's hard.